All right, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm back with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. And this is the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. And it reads, it says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil." All right. So I wanted to bring this article back out here. This is from americasfirstreport.com. The headline reads, it says, AI-backed deepfake impersonations are getting harder to detect, FBI warns. All right. And like the scriptures say, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. All right. So we knew that eventually that Esau was going to do what he's doing now. We're going to show you in a second that he was going to use, the AI to pretty much frame and set Jake up. All right, because social media content can be altered. All right, which I'm going to read that before we play the video. But again, AI-backed deepfake impersonations are getting harder to detect, FBI warns. Now, we already knew in the spirit that the AI and the deepfakes were going to be used for deceitful purposes. All right. It says increasingly hard to detect deepfake content created with artificial intelligence AI is being exploited by criminals to impersonate trusted individuals. The FBI and the American Bankers Association, ABA, said in a report published September 3rd. In its deepfake media scam infographic, the FBI said that scams targeting Americans are surging. Right? Since 2020, the agency has received more than 4.2 million reports of fraud, amounting to 50.5 billion in losses. Quote, imposter scams in particular are on the rise, right? Imposter scams in particular are on the rise. Criminals are using deepfakes or media that is generated or manipulated by AI to gain your trust and scam you out of your hard-earned money. All right, so check that out, the irony. Okay, and the same people that are giving the warnings are the ones that's behind it, right? Now, before we play the video again, let me read this from the AI or from the chat GPT. Right, I said, can social media be altered for nefarious purposes? And this is what we got. It says, short answer, yes. Social media can absolutely be altered or abused for nefarious purposes. How it can be messed with: misinformation and disinformation. False or misleading posts deliberately spread to influence beliefs or behavior. All right, and we're going to make that point. It says deepfake / synthetic media, AI-generated images, audio, or video that impersonate people to deceive. Botnets and fake accounts, automated accounts amplify messages, create fake popularity, or drown out opposing views. All right, and that's all over the internet. It says astroturfing, coordinated campaigns designed to look like grassroots support. All right, because there's a lot of things that are set up that's all AI, it's all, it's pretty much all fake. All right. It says algorithm manipulation, coordinated actions, likes, shares, comments to gain recommendation systems and push content into feeds. Platform tampering / API abuse, hacking, scraping, or abusing platform tools to change how content is shown or to steal data. It says targeted harassment and doxing, coordinated attacks to silence or expose individuals. Ad targeting abuse using micro-targeted ads with false claims to influence small groups. Shadow moderation / invisible manipulation. Hidden demotions, shadow banning, or uneven enforcement that skews discourse. All right, so all of this stuff can be altered and manipulated on social media. So let's make that point.
Hey fam, so the Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem's outfit, is now weaponizing social media against the American people and putting Americans' lives at risk. The Department of Homeland Security ex-Twitter account posted this video purporting to show a group of young black men threatening ICE agents, saying there's a 50,000 bounty on your heads and, you know, we're coming for you. And then they make a threat back and say that if you threaten ICE agents, we're coming to get you. Well, turns out the video is an AI fake. An astute user on ex-Twitter noticed that the Homeland Security video, which is a TikTok video, they've actually changed the caption on the video. The original TikTok video has a completely different caption that's not about ICE at all. It's about Iran. They even changed the music. That's how you know it was re-edited, because the musical track on the clip is different. The caption is completely different.
That was posted in my account. Then I was like, what the fuck? Well, then I posted this like months ago. Then I seen the caption. And then I was like, wait, I didn't do that. I still got the video saved on my draft months ago on TikTok, bro. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Here's the fucked up part. The federal government is involved with something that I didn't do.
So this is insane. First of all, that young man should sue, paging Ben Crump, or any lawyers that want to try to represent him. He should absolutely sue. But secondly, the fact that your government is actually creating this false sense of threat using your social media, that should ring alarms for you. And secondly, it is those federal agents or whatever they are that are masked, showing up in regular clothes, gang tackling people in the streets, not showing their faces, not showing warrants, busting into people's homes, grabbing.
Yeah. So they altered that Jake's video, which was supposed to be about standing with Iran, all right, but they changed it to make it seem like these Jakes was getting ready to come against ICE. Hey, this is wicked, man, and they have the power to do that. As we just read, social media can be altered and abused for nefarious purposes, man. In the same agency, all right, the alphabetical agencies that are telling you that deep fake AI-backed deep fake impersonations are getting harder to detect, they're the ones that's behind it. You see? So this double, hey, this is a real double, man, right? And it's all part of that. As we have here, we're not going to read it, but I just want to highlight the title here. It says, "Unfettered and Unaccountable: How Trump is Building a Violent, Shadowy Federal Police Force." Man, so these devils, all right, they're getting ready to set everybody up, man. All right, they can alter your social media posts, make you say something that you didn't say, have you do something that you didn't do. This is the time we in, man. All right, so you see again how they set up this Jake. All right, these young Jakes here. Now, how much more the prophets, man? So, like I said, once the AI and the deep fakes came on the scene, we knew that it was going to be used for wickedness, man. Right? This is Psalms 37:12. It says, "The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth." You see that? So these devils, the wicked, all right, they're constantly plotting against the just. All right? This is another way to set Jake up, to accuse Jake, man. All right? Remember, this devil is extremely crafty. Okay? So they're going to be using all types of backdoor, wicked type shit, to frame Jake. Psalms 37:12, "The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth." Verse 13, "The Lord, Yahweh Shai, shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming." Yeah, these devils, hey, their time is up, man. All right, so they're desperately trying to create a narrative that will justify them on using the sword against Jake. All right, because it tells you in Psalms 140 that his heart is continually, let me get it. His heart is continually gathered for war. All right, it's all part of that. All right, Psalm 140:1, it says, "Deliver me, O Lord, Yahweh Shai, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. This is all part of the war that's being waged against you Israelites, man. Okay? Right? Psalms 37 and 14, the wicked have drawn out the sword. See? They have drawn out the sword, and you're seeing that now, man. They're all over social media. The Christian nationalism, you know, how we need to bring back slavery, how we need to use the Old Testament to get rid of niggas, and niggas are the problem, and, you know, white men stand up, fight back. You know, they've drawn out the sword. The policies, the legislations that they're passing. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy. Who's the poor and needy? You Israelites. And to slay such as be of upright conversation. All right. And we hold the upright conversation, the prophets, man. All right. Because we hold the truth. And this truth, this gospel is condemning this devil, man. Okay. America is in shambles. These Edomites are all over the place, man. All right. And they're ready. Their last resort is just to physically use the sword, man. All right. By any means necessary. So they're coming up with ways. They're plotting against Jake. Okay. To bring forth that sword, man. All right. Psalms 31 and 18. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Right. Just wanted to read that in the NLT, same verse, Psalms 31 and 18. NLT, it says, silence their lying lips, those proud and arrogant lips that accuse the godly. See that? And he's known as the accuser of the brethren, right? Revelation 12 and 10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power, for the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And Esau is the accuser, the false accuser, the slanderer, the slanderer when you go into it, man. Okay, and right now, what do you see going on? Jake is in the forefront of domestic terror in America. Okay, he's the problem. All right, the talking points are niggas got to go. All right. Jacob's trouble is happening right now, man. Okay. The immigration crisis, this deportation. All right. Now they're coming after the southern kingdom, you Judites. Okay. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of the testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. All right. And that's part of the walk. You know, some of us may be martyrs for this word, for this truth. All right. But at the end, all right, the elect are going to still have the victory. All right. Verse 12, therefore rejoice, you heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. The devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. All right. So they're getting ready to do everything they can, okay, to come down with that wrath and bring forth the sword, man. All right. So it's going to be a lot of, deep fakes, altered AI that's going to set Jake up for them to justify themselves, to lock Jake up, to use the sword, whatever. All right. But again, we knew this was coming. All right. Revelation 12 and 17, it says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, the dragon going back to Esau. All right, basically the system. And the dragon was wroth with the woman representing Israel, and went to make war with the remnant of our seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. So that's the time we in, man. Okay, this is all part of this double waging war, right?
All right, guys, we got to talk about this. So you know how we basically have a bunch of young groyper idiots who are staffing the Republican politicians' campaigns and their cabinets and stuff? Well, now that's all coming to a head because, you're seeing them tweet casual Nazi memes, subtle hidden Heil Hitler stuff. remigrate, which is just a euphemism for ethnic cleansing. Now you have the Department of Homeland Security is trying to start a race war based on fake news and lies. Here's one example right here. So Homeland Security tweets the following. If you threaten or lay hands on our law enforcement officers, we will hunt you down and you will find out really quick. We'll see you cowards soon. So they tweet this video. We're going to take a look at this video. Ready? So it's a 10-second video. I'm going to mute it because it's copyright music that's playing. But it says on the screen here, ICE, we're on the way. Word in the streets, cartels put a $50K bounty on y'all. And so it's a group of black kids, black teenagers, and this one's trying to make like a scary looking face or whatever, and cover, putting the mask over his mouth. But the idea is, it looks like they're sort of threatening ICE. They're threatening ICE and saying we're working with the cartels or whatever to make $50,000 by killing you. So look at this. Ready? Now again, look at how young these black kids are. I'm actually not even sure. Some of them might not even be teens, right? Like they might be teens, but some of them look like they might even be younger. This could be like a 12-year-old, right? But Homeland Security tweets this out. Okay, ready for the reality? Here is the original video that they fucking changed the text on. So this was tweeted in the wake of Trump attacking Iran. This was tweeted. This video with the text, "You seen what we can do. Don't say something that you can't finish, Iran. We are already united. We all stand. We want all the smoke." So here we go. So this was a video, like a bunch of... Kid's got fucking braces. Again, he's like 12 years old. This is a video of... If anything, it's sort of like... I mean, I don't think these people are outright political, but it's sort of like a subtle pro-Trump thing, if anything. Because they're basically like joking and threatening Iran here. And pretending like, yeah, you want to fuck with us? Like, we'll fuck you up. We're America. So if anything, it's like a tacit agreement with Trump illegally bombing Iran. And Department of Homeland Security just lied and now put a fucking target on this kid's back by pretending he's threatening ICE agents. This is so fucking irresponsible, but they don't care. They're trying to spark a fucking race war, is what they're trying to do. Trying to get a black teen, if that, maybe a black 12-year-old, killed. All right, ready? So here's the kid. The young man responds.
So I'm getting these mad messages from my DMs and social media and on my comments. And I randomly get a text message talking about a recent video that was posted in my account. I was like, what are y'all talking about? By the way, I'm sick, so if I sound weird, yeah. I get threats daily on IG and everywhere all over my social media all of a sudden due to an old video I posted months ago about Iran. Iran, that was not to be a threat. It was literally a joke, bro. Like, seriously, it's just content. Anyways, once I seen that video that was posted in my account, then I was like, what the fuck? Well, then I posted this like months ago. Then I seen the caption, and then I was like, wait, I didn't do that. I still got the video saved on my draft from months ago on TikTok, bro. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Now, here's the fucked up part. The federal government is involved for something that I didn't do. Like, what? So this is what they reposted off my TikTok. That video got taken down. So here's what they reposted on their page. Now that video is going crazy as hell on Twitter, bro. Now I'm a threat to the government for something that I didn't do, bro. Now I'm being called a wannabe YN, a wannabe gangster over a video that I didn't caption or I didn't post. So thankful my followers for letting me know about this, because seriously, this is getting out of hand.
Yeah, it's the devil. Right? These devils are getting exposed left and right, bro. You see? Real quick, man. But we, like I said, we knew what they were going to use this AI and this deep fake and all of this stuff for. They're going to start framing people. All right? Specifically you Jakes. All right? And eventually come after the prophets. All right? So we're watching everything, man. Proverbs 4:16, it says, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall." All right? That's how you know that's a real wicked demon, man. All right? They can't even rest without causing somebody to fall. "For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence." All right? They're trying to instigate that race war, man. You know, because when these simple Edomites, when they see that video, they're gonna buy into it. It's gonna push that narrative that they want, man. You know? It's all part of a bigger picture. As I say, this is Psalm 36 in verse 3. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. All right, this man is the devil. He is the accuser. Right?
Like, literally, this is going crazy viral all over social media right now. Probably might end up being on the news, bro. So my apologies for that contradiction and rumors from happening. I know my First Amendment, but I did not post that video. So to clear that out, I did not post that video. And I apologize for all the rumors that is going around right now on social media about this conflict.
They smeared this kid and they defamed this kid. And now he's got to come out and be like, wait, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. It was a joke video against Iran. Think about how crazy this is. Like, the lack of accountability, the lack of common sense, the lack of concern for others. I mean, it literally is just like groiped up fucking idiots running the Department of Homeland Security account. I'm sure other fucking accounts. You know, you got white nationalists and Proud Boys and Klansmen and all sorts of shit getting the positions at ICE. Basically like deputized fucking redneck street thugs. And, like, look at what they're trying to do. These are not people that are interested in creating a better country, like improving the country for people. These are people that are interested in fucking division and hatred is what they are. And so here we are. Now, by the way, there will probably be zero fucking accountability for this. Zero consequences for this. Because you see what happens. The other week, you had the Republicans group chat leak, and they're saying shit like, I love Hitler, and let's put our enemies in the gas chamber. And J.D. Vance comes out and says, boys will be boys, kids will be kids. Meanwhile, the chat is for people between ages 18 and 40. I'm fucking 37. I could technically be in the young Republicans group chat, right? And J.D. Vance is defending it. So if they can't even condemn, I love Hitler, and let's put our enemy in the gas chambers, and they called, NBA basketball monkey ball and shit, what are the chances that somebody's going to step in and hold the fucking groiped up idiot running that account accountable? Next to nothing. Next to zero. Next to zero. And so now this kid's got to walk around thinking, shit, is somebody going to fucking murder me over a fake video that I didn't say the things in that video? I wasn't fucking threatening ICE? It's just incredible, man. It's just incredible. We are so far gone. We are so through the looking glass. This country is so fucking cooked by these absolute hateful little spiteful, wretched cretins who are trying to usher in fascism as quick as possible. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and...
There you go, man. Let's finish it out in Psalm 140. All right, this is the man, the wicked. All right, Psalms 140 and 2 again, it says, which imagine mischiefs in their heart, continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent, adder's poison is under their lips, Salah. Keep me, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me, all right? And this is all part of the snares and traps, okay? What was just brought out in this video, all right? They altered this dude's video to make it seem like these YNs were going to do something to ICE, right? Now he's on social media apologizing and worrying about threats of his life. Wicked. The proud have hid a snare for me, in cords they have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me, Salah. Yeah, these are all the gins, the traps, the snares, man. All right, so again, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. All right, so be on the lookout. Shalom.